Yo, what's up? James Carter TV here to discuss the Sunday Night Football game, the last game for the first Sunday of the 2014 NFL regular season. What a day it was. Now, this game was a result that most of us were expecting. The way it happened, I was expecting, because usually this is the way this thing goes. The Colts like to come back at the end of the games, and that proved to be the same thing here. But they ended up coming just a little short today, thankfully, because I mean you can't play that kind of football every night, every game, and expect to win all the time. You can't. And it was finally showed that hey, this type of football is going to be hard to win football games like this. Coming from behind all the time, it's going to be hard to win football games like this. And there's plenty of takeaways that I have from this game, and I will get into them now. And Andrew Luck. This is a guy that I've debated back and forth on my channel, and I'm not as high on him as others are. And we saw it again today. He had 2 interceptions today, both of which were entirely, completely his fault and no one else's. One was an overthrow, and I think the other one was just a miscommunication with his wide receiver, and he was erratic, to say the least. I mean, there are plenty of times he would throw the ball over his receiver, behind his receiver, off target, and then there's plenty of times where he's sharp, where he's clean in the pocket, where he stands up in the pocket, he moves well in the pocket, and there's time he delivers a great ball. He knows when to run the football well, he knows how to do that, but those interceptions, those turnovers, they kill you, and they continue to kill the Colts, and they continue to stop them from being a powerhouse in the AFC. I mean, that's really what does it for them. And he had 370 yards today, doesn't matter. You had 2 interceptions, you lost the game. He had a rushing touchdown as well. Yeah, sure, you padded your stats. But you didn't win the game. And you didn't, take care of the football, and you lost because of it. And you threw 53 passes. I mean, what are they doing? Do these guys not know how to run the football? I understand that they were behind early. They were, down 24-7 at the half, 24-0 at one point. I mean, but you have to run the football. I mean, you have to at least run the football sporadically. You can't have Andrew Luck going out there throwing the ball 53 times. You can't do it. Joe Flacco did the ball 62 times, and that was ridiculous. If this game would have went to overtime, and it was pretty close to doing such, he would have ended up having more than 62 passes himself. So, I mean, you gotta start running the football. I know Trent Richardson cannot gain yards, and he still looks like the same old slouchy Trent Richardson out there, but you gotta run the football. You have to. I mean, you have no other choice. But let's talk about the Denver Broncos now. Now, this Broncos defense was one that was revamped. They added guys like DeMarcus Ware and TJ Ward and Aqib Talib. And I didn't notice much of a difference, if any, guys. I mean, let's be honest. I did not notice much because Bradley Roby had a very up and down game. But when you're a corner, the downs will always outshine the lows. I mean, the downs will always outshine the ups. Because, yeah, he had nice plays. He'd break up a pass every now and then. But it was when he missed tackles. It was when he let up the big catches. I'll look at that and I'll say, you didn't have a good game. I don't care that you batted a pass down. At the end of the game, he saved the game for the Broncos. I don't care, because when you have those huge plays that you let up, when you miss the tackles that you missed, and you don't play that well throughout the game, then that's what matters. That all it takes for a corner is one play, and you had a bad game. Let up an 80-yard touchdown, you had a bad game. One play is all it takes, and it's unfair, but that's the job of a cornerback. But he'll get better. He's a rookie, Ohio State. He's a rookie. He'll get better. And if he does, then this Denver secondary has the potential to be really good. I mean, you already have Chris Harris Jr., one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the league. You have Aqib Talib, who played okay today. Not really spectacular, but I would say that he shadowed T.Y. Hilton pretty well. T.Y. Hilton was just dropping passes himself today. A lot of lapses in coverage for the Denver Broncos. I don't know what's going on with their linebackers. I like Nate Irving, but sometimes he appears to be lost out there. I did not see Danny Trevathan today. I don't know where he was, and that was it. I don't know where the other Denver linebackers were. Von Miller was a ghost today. I did not see Von Miller at all today. So this Broncos defense needs some work that needs to be done, and that much is certain, but it was a good win. And DeMarcus Ware was active on that defensive line. He was applying pressure well. I think he ended up with 1 or 2 sacks, maybe even 2. I'm not sure if they gave him credit for one of them. But, good game for the Broncos defense. Broncos offense, Julius Thomas had a huge game. he's the same Julius Thomas of old, but Demaryius Thomas was dropping passes out there. I don't know what was going on with Demaryius Thomas. I think he had 4 or 5 drops today. 4. I'll say 4. 4 drops today. Completely uncharacteristic of what I believe to be one of the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL. So that needs to be addressed. And that and the fact that Emmanuel Sanders played the ball well. He ran the ball well, caught the ball pretty well today as well. Had a drop in there as well, so that needs to be watched. Monty Ball ran the ball pretty well today as well. He had a touchdown late, and he was resilient on that touchdown to get that touchdown, leaping into the end zone. And let me tell you, I don't understand why these teams in the NFL nowadays, like the Broncos and the Cowboys, when they're at the goal line, these teams hate running the ball. I don't know why. I mean, it's just run the ball in there. Finally, the Broncos figured it out. They ran it with Monty Ball, and what do you know? Touchdown. You don't always have to throw the ball at the goal line. Give it to your running back. Let him run it in. Monty Ball did just that. And C.J. Anderson, the backup running back, had some nice runs as well. So, this Broncos offense still appears to be pretty dominant. Defense appears to be pretty good. Now, is it a Super Bowl team? They could get there, but did they show anything here today to make me say, yeah, they're going to go back to the Super Bowl and they're going to win it? No. And that's all that matters when it comes to the Denver Broncos. Can they go back to the Super Bowl and can they win it? That's all that matters. So, today didn't do enough for me to say anything in either direction. So, with that said, James Carter TV, comment down below your thoughts on this game, your thoughts on the Colts, your thoughts on the Broncos. I will be back tomorrow to recap the Lions and Giants game and possibly even the Chargers and Cardinals game. And until next time, I'm out. James Carter TV. Peace.